This is Baby Ruth, with eyes that almost glow. She has a mesmerizing presence. She has a rare quality, a fullness of life, even a bit of wildness. She was one of the first cats to greet me when I visited the Heaven on Earth Society for Animals to serve tea and treats to some of their more timid cats. She is a natural entertainer in the tradition of Buster Keaton and Charlie Chaplin. Her emotions of happiness and pleasure bubble up as a joyous expression, barely containable. All of this from the simple discovery of some tasty treats. Even the litter box is tackled with great enthusiasm. Baby Ruth seems bold, but she can still be a bit wary sometimes. As adorable as she may look, I get the impression that she sees herself more like this: Idina Menzel as Alphaba, or Toshiro Mifune as a wandering samurai. She takes herself seriously. She is able to move other cats with a mere look. Generally, I get the feeling that her spirit is 2 times the size of her physical body. Here she is, tail raised, giving a typical cat greeting, nose to nose, and accepting a gentle head scratch. With the amount of energy that she puts into living life, it's no wonder that she seems to need to take a break every now and then. After about 10 minutes, she gave a vocal complaint when there was an attempt to pet her back as she was laying down, and then a swipe and a hiss. How did she change emotions so quickly? It is helpful to recognize that to a cat, you can be large and intimidating. An average adult cat weighs about 9 pounds, so if you are, say, a 100-pound human, it would be like being in the same room with a 1-ton grizzly bear who wants to pet your face. Cats are extremely brave. When feeling threatened, the natural response is usually fight or flight. Possibly, you could try to repress your emotions, which might affect your long-term mental health. Alternatively, you could attempt to communicate your personal boundaries, allowing for the possibility of mutual trust. Watching again in slow motion, this might be what happened here. No extended claws, a slow, almost lazy-looking swipe. Being surrounded by 12 other cats probably heightens her stress level, and she probably wouldn't exhibit this kind of behavior if she had a place of her own or lived in a place with fewer cats. Giving Baby Ruth some space was all she needed, and she quickly relaxed and gave a content cat smile by slow blinking her eyes. It also became apparent that she was tired and needed a reprieve from all the overstimulation. Almost immediately, she was closing her eyes for a quick cat nap. In this relaxed state, she seemed to be fine with some light head scratching, somehow knowing that both parties had a newfound trust in one another. Before we left, we said our goodbyes, and clearly something had changed. An unspoken connection had been made. The second time we visited, Baby Ruth greeted us right away. But would she remember us? Would our connection still be there? A moment of hesitation. Then a relaxed, playful stretch, tail up in the air. She had remembered. A pet on the back was no longer a threat, but a sign of affection. She still owned the room, and made it clear to the other cats that for the moment, these were her humans, and they would have to wait in line. Before I could even spread out my food offerings, Baby Ruth had made the yoga mat her own. I still think there might be a part of Baby Ruth that is wild, and I hope she never loses it. For within that wildness lies an enduring capacity to understand and be understood. That small miracle that fills the space between.
We are so